every wasteland buddy. Recognize this soundtrack? That's right, it's one of the tracks from Fallout 4. Bethesda started releasing a few of them ahead of the launch. Anyway, we're in the offices of the Museum of History, and we knew that. So anyway, I'm going to show you all of the artifacts that you can find in the Museum of History. They're all Lincoln's artifacts. Now this is Lincoln's diary, obviously, and this is where you find it. And I did miss this. We're in the lower halls, I think, and I'll show you on the map where the diary is. Yeah, the lower halls. See, we came in here. We are here. We need to go here. And we were actually in the other offices earlier. Now this is what it looks like in the inventory. It's just a book. You can't really read it. It's just something that sits in your inventory. And believe it or not, that was the only one in the lower halls. Now all the other artifacts are in the offices. And believe it or not, I missed half of them. So let's just traipse through every single room until we find all of them. Okay, now this is where we were before. This is where we started fighting ghouls. Now there is a collapsed room right here. It's got a collapsed ceiling, and if you remember, I did look in here, but I didn't find the artifact that's resting in the room somewhere. Do you see it? And by the way, yeah, and I tried to climb up there to the top and I couldn't make it, remember? So it turns out you can actually loot some of these desks, see? And I didn't even do that last time. That's not an artifact, but why not take it, right? So it turns out that the Lincoln's artifact is very easy to miss, and most of these seem to be camouflaged with the other gunk. There it is, right there. Lincoln's hat. And yes, it's a wearable item. See, it's usually resting right there on the floor. Oh, I'm getting so sick of him saying that. Smash, smash. Wouldn't that be cool if Fox would put this on? Well, let's put it on and see what we look like, actually. There's Lincoln's hat. See, it is a wearable item, so it shows up in apparel. Stick 'em on. And do I look like Abraham Lincoln? Remember, I'm an Asian wastelander, so I'm like Asian Lincoln. Ah, look, Abraham Chew. Or Abraham Lee. Okay, so actually let's keep it on. It's kind of fun. I also look like a Quaker, or I also the Amish wear these kind of hats. It was quite Amish of him to do that, to wear that hat. All right, so the next set of artifacts is in the catalog area here. This is like the catalog room, the card catalog room. So we are here. We came in there, and the first artifact is over here. It looked just like a picture, but it turns out it's an artifact, and there it is. See, it is a picture frame, but if you look at it closer, it turns out it's a John Wilkes Booth wanted poster. Yay! $100,000 reward for the moida of John Wilkes Booth. Okay, so, and then we killed these ghouls, if you remember, and we went up the stairs. There are more artifacts up that way, but and then there was a turret up there. You'd never know it was there, but we destroyed it. So the other artifact is over here. Now, the problem with this artifact is I think that it's another picture frame, and it's usually up on the rim there, but it can fall on the ground. Now, where is it? Where is it? See what I'm... Here it is. Oh, shut up, Fox. All I'm doing is picking up picture frames. Okay, so it's the Civil War draft poster. Amazing. There's nothing you can do with it besides just take it. Now, it turns out that these artifacts, there's two different people in the wasteland that'll buy these Lincoln artifacts from you. You know, one's the Caleb, who's trying to put together the Lincoln Memorial. He's trying to put Lincoln's head back on the Lincoln Memorial. And if you remember, the Lincoln Memorial poster was right here on the wall, right there. There, see, the Lincoln Memorial poster was right there. He's one of the people that'll buy all this stuff. Yeah, I know. So here's the next artifact. It's just to the left, on the other side of the big hole in the wall. It's Lincoln's voice. It's an ancient rusty phonograph. and you can't operate it or anything. It's just a model, you know, but you can take it. It's kind of cool that you know, most people don't even know that all these Lincoln artifacts are here in the game, and it does show up in the Prima strategy guide, which I own. Now here's something to keep in mind. So Fallout 4 is going to be so gigantic, so much bigger than this game. But then the strategy guide is actually smaller. I don't know how they're going to handle all the stuff. So you're not going to know it. You're not going to be able to discern everything from the strategy guide. Okay, here's the next artifact. It's the Antique Lincoln Coin Collection. And I looked right at it when I was in here the last video, and I didn't take it. I thought it was just a dumb box of cigaretten. Okay, so it's the Lincoln Coin Collection, and now I'll show you where it is. It shows up in the miscellaneous area. There it is, Antique Lincoln Coin Collection. Oh, look at the icon. See, they even drew a special icon for it. But you can't do anything with it besides take it and then sell it. Okay, we heard that 100 times. Yeah, the new thing that he's saying is, "It saddens me to see you behaving in this manner." It's because I'm neutral. You know, my karma is neutralized now, so he's all confused. Okay, there's nothing in that room. Now, there is something in here. We actually did find it, and we took it last time. It's the Stinkin Lincoln repeater. That's where it is in this display case. The Stinkin repeater. There it is right there in my inventory. See, and you can, it's got pretty good damage. I mean, you know, but it's also an artifact. Pretty cool soundtrack, huh? You're going to hear this in Fallout 4. It's the second soundtrack, and the music was all composed by Inan Zur. Pretty stimulating, huh? Hearing a Fallout 4 track before it's even released. Okay, so then here is the next artifact. We actually did grab it last time. So remember, we were in this room with the safe and the first aid kit. It was the Action Abe action figure, and it was resting right on this table. Action Abe action figure. See, there it is. It's so weird. It's just an action figure. So that's all of the artifacts. There's the two posters. There's then there's the Lincoln Memorial poster, the Lincoln's Diary, Lincoln's Voice, and I think that's all in this. And then there's Lincoln's hat, and there is Lincoln's repeater. That makes every single artifact that you can find in the Museum of History. And it turns out that all of the Lincoln artifacts that you can find are all hosted in these two areas, you know, where we are now in the offices, and then in the lower halls, which is right here. Okay, so now that we've pretty much stripped the Museum of History dry, now our next objective is to go outside and check out the Lincoln Memorial itself, and we actually have never been up to the Lincoln Memorial before. As far as I can remember, I don't think we've ever been, like, actually up in it. There's that guy that just won't die. Goddamn invincible salesperson. The stalwart, ghoulish salesperson that just won't ever die. Okay, let's get out of here before people start making fun of my hat. Okay, now we are going outside. Is it noon or is it like midnight? It's pitch black. So this is the Fallout 3 soundtrack again. And by the way, I'm going to be cycling through a bunch of different tracks from different games, but all of the tracks are composed by Inan Zur. You know, he scored at least 30 or 40 different games. Okay, so here's the next quest. We do have to take that picture back to Caleb, but then let's go to the memorial and kill all the super mutants and make sure it's clear so they can move in. So their intention is to make a trek down to the mall and then move in there. Let's wait until morning. Actually, we only have to wait a few hours.
How's the mall treating you?
How are those cigarettes treating you, Willow?
The mall's treating me just the same way it treated me the last time I was here. Beautiful morning, eh? It's very orangey, very wastelandy type of color palette. And by the way, I moved to Nevada, and Nevada actually does have this kind of color palette in the morning. It's pretty appropriate for a wasteland. Man, that is an awesome sight. I think that's going to be my thumbnail for this video right there. Okay, let's stop fartington around. Get out of the way, shopping carts. Oh, there's going to be shopping carts in Fallout 4. Isn't that exciting? Yeah, in fact, there's even one clip where the ghouls are attacking the player and knocking shopping carts out of the way to reach the player. It wouldn't be a Fallout game without shopping carts. And super mutants even make, well, we might even see them up here in the Lincoln Memorial, which is where we're headed. Super mutants make cages out of shopping carts. Uh-oh. What's this? Oh, no! It's just a vicious dog. Don't you love those little vicious dogs? Why do they have to be so vicious? I wouldn't kill them if they weren't so vicious. Alright, well, we're getting closer to the Stinkin Memorial. I don't see any super mutants. I also noticed that the Lincoln... Oh, there. Now it's rendering more appropriately. It's weird that it didn't render very well at first. See, now it's suddenly rendering better with more detail. Don't worry, Bethesda's going to fix all of this for Fallout 4. I mean, the detail will be just stunning and spectacular, and you won't see the snap into view problems that you see in Fallout 3, and even in Skyrim. Skyrim has that problem too. It's because they had to accommodate the old ancient consoles. Okay, no super... Wait a minute. Maybe we were here.
That's close enough. Oh. What the hell are you doing wandering around
Is
here?
that them? They already came... Silas? I don't remember Silas. Easy now. I'm just curious about this place. I'm not looking for trouble. But who is he? Silas? I don't know.
Curiosity can get a Wastelander killed. I'm going to let you through, but you'll have to talk to Mr. Walker first. Follow me.
I'm not going to follow anyone.
And stay off the memorial steps. They have orders to shoot anyone that gets too close.
Well, that's the first...
The dirt path is safe.
That's the first thing I'm going to do then, is walk on the memorial steps, and I'm not going to follow him. Well, who are these? Well, they're certainly not the Temple of the Union folks, right? Because I don't... Huh? It's a slaver! They're slavers. Oh.
No one is allowed in the memorial.
They're not going to last more than 30... Little do they know their life is about to end. See? What did I tell you? Okay. Don't shoot the one with Batman and Metal Blaster and Plasma Rifle hanging off my back. That's what you get. Let's use the minigun. Watch this. Watch what it does to these guys. That's a... Oh, hey, you want some of this? Score. Man, the minigun really helps. Now, Eugene just cuts these slavers down because they're not really wearing any armor. See? Look. Splorp. This isn't even a battle.
That was barely a fight!
Well, no, there's still more, I think. Yeah, there's two more over there. Okay, let's cut them down. I'm going to put them down as soon as we find them. It's the Lincoln Memorial. Oh, whoops, I just tripped the trap. Whoops, my fault. I'm going to use the plasma caster on them. Oh, yeah, you're dead. Smart. Oh, God, that's gruesome. It's gruesomely effective, isn't it? I love that plasma thrower. It's part of the Eve mod. Well, now we can take a break. Yeah, I'm kind of out of breath after that. And it'd be cool if that's taken into account in Fallout 4. It would be part of your endurance, right? How much combat you can take before you're totally out of breath. I mean, like, just wielding this plasma thrower, the two-handed weapon, is tough. How do you like the graphics, by the way? Aren't they amazing? By the way, I'm going to start uploading in 4K resolution at 60 frames a second. My Fallout 3 videos, at least. I don't know if I'll be able to do that in Fallout 4, because I want to make sure I get a good 60 frames a second out of Fallout 4 when I start doing my walkthrough. So if I can eke out 60 frames at 4K, then I'll record in 4K. I can do it with Fallout 3 because I can record in bullet time, and you guys hardly even notice that. Like, this is bullet time right now, but you know, I'm doubling the time in the video editor. Okay, well, you know what? I'm just looting these guys now. So now we have to go back to the Temple of the Union and tell them what happened. It turns out there weren't super mutants to worry about, but slavers. But we cut them out. Alright, so if you like this one, you can subscribe to my channel, and you'll get all of these Fallout 3 videos in your inbox in dazzling 60 frames per second. I also upload Skyrim, and I do Witcher 3. I'm going to be doing Fallout Shelter. I'll be doing all kinds of other series leading up to the big launch of Fallout 4, and then I'll be doing at least a gigantic 400 video walkthrough of Fallout 4. Alright, we'll see you next time in the Stinkin' Memorial.